Our first match is going to be starting on NA West. This is by agreement from both teams to split the games based on how things are going to go. So, after every match, I think this is why they were asking if I was going to invite. We'll switch servers, go back to NA East, and then we'll go to NA West. So that's how this match is going to go. Agreement on both teams. So as we get continued on, we're going to start actually casting. Dreddy gets a pinch down, saved by Ben. Trying to put some pressure, and Ben's going to knock it away. Cool Charlie trying to set it back in the mid. Gets failed bump on Tricky. Now in control. Drad goes back. Charlie with a good challenge. Drad's going to take a slow pass over to it. Gets one over Tricky. Ben with a clear out. Looking for one more. Does get it. Cool Charlie's already reading it though. Getting it off the corner. Binou does a backflip, but it doesn't go in the direction they want. Here comes Charlie with a 50. Tricky was able to get the touch. Keep it out of the net. A little bit dangerous from the play that was going on there. Pass out to the mid. Charlie with the catch. Finds an open net as both Tricky and Ben go over to the corner. Looks like Ben front flipped and both players doing the exact same thing in front of the net, getting caught off guard as Charlie catches it nicely. He's able to carry it to the net. They're up by 1. Nobody from the Synergy team getting on that ball quick enough. It's flicked high and away. Ben's going to push it down the field. Bumping Drad in the process. Tricky with free reign. Goes for a shot, but it's a little bit wide. Drad up in the air, getting challenged. Cool Charlie. Now with 30 boosts. Doesn't have much to do as it gets clear to the other half. They're both on low. Retzel being first. Tricky with an attempt at a shot. It goes a little bit high above the crossbar and back pass to Tricky. Passing it back over to Ben. Back pass to Tricky. Off the corner, but challenged by Cool Charlie to finally get a pass out. Ben's going to take their time. Gets flicked on. So able to save it. Draddy looking to pass it back to the mid, but no touch. Good challenge from Charlie, reading that it went mid for Ben. Was able to put some enough pressure to keep it out, and a demo allows Drad some freedom to take it to the net, but Ben gets back in time with 33 in the tank from that respawn. Drad probably thought they had enough time to do essentially what was a slow roller to the net, not trying to miss an open net at all. Ben off the corner. Now it's high by Charlie, looking for an air dribble, maybe a bomb. Gets it on Tricky, and Tricky getting put into the dumpster of a goal. It's Charlie gets that nice touch at a good attempt at a demo from Ben, but just a little bit too slow. Both players were going the same speed. Another air dribble, looking for a secondary bump. Ben reading that, goes a little low and able to get under Charlie. Pass out to the mid. Tricky not biting on it. It's going to bounce off the wall, and Tricky missing the touch. Ben having to turn quickly and go for a second one. It could have been on target, but just a little bit too wide. Now pass out. Ben with the catch, pop-up instead. Tries to go for the bump on Charlie. Is able to get some distraction. Now with very minimal boost. Doesn't get the spawn. Has to lightly throw it out for Charlie to catch. He's going to put it over into the corner. Gets a high flick. Drad pushing up a little bit heavy. Nice aggression. Good bump. Charlie passes it back. Drad's not ready for the play, but is able to get on the ball for pressure. Sees that Tricky messes up the off-the-wall dribble and finds the goal. always unfortunate when you lose that ball. You just can't help but doing anything. You just don't sit there and watch. Either hope that the opponent misses, smashes it to the crossbar, or doesn't hit the ball at all. Charlie with another dribble, tries to go for an outward bump. Couldn't find it. Tried with an up aerial, misses the touch, and Tricky turning around quickly, get the shot on net. Both players from Smang it went up, tried to save the ball, but was a little bit too quick of a shot. Drad out of place, over his head. Charlie not fast enough, too deep in the net to get to it. That's going to put 1 goal up for Synergy, but they still have 2 more to go to tie it. Binou looking to make some pressure. Bumped by Drad. Charlie with a time taker. Gets a nice flick over Tricky. Beautiful flick. Monster up to the moon. And a 50 out. Tricky almost could have own goaled that if it was a bouncer. Decided to just be a little bit nice and not go in the net. Bin with the shot to the wall. Tries to go for another one. And Charlie is in control. That's going to end the game as it goes in their net. 1 more for the road. And with 2 seconds left, let's see what kind of moves they pull off for this one. A nice kickoff high. Drad wanting it to end is going to throw it off to the left side, and Smang it takes game 1. This game is now on East, so it may be in favor more for the Synergy team than it is for the Western team of Smang it. Charlie with the backflip. Able to get the half flip nicely to carry it down the field. Tricky, last man. Pressuring it early for Ben to turn around, but Ben gets beat out by Drad. Now kicked across the net. Low boost. Gets demoed by Drad, opening it up, leaving Binou as last man in net. Getting absolutely faked by Cool Charlie. Challenge as Drad is going to not come up. Let that bounce off. Almost gets it off the crossbar and post. Might as well be building a house at that point as they find both the post and that crossbar. And that one play, they couldn't find the net itself. Now a kick down the field. Draddy, it looks like it's going to go in, and it's a nice lobber under the crossbar. Probably didn't expect to do exactly that. Probably couldn't have gotten back in time. That or was just messing up. What is up? Chip Duffery. Tricky with a nice aerial up and leaves him with no boost. Charlie's going to get a nice free range out of it, but Ben comes in hard paced to win this game. Nice flick. Tricky's up. It goes off the crossbar. Oh my goodness. Ben with the shot on net. Draddy too slow to the play. Ben looking to make it out strong in this game of Game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Thank you for your follow. I don't have alerts on right now. Whose server is this? This is the Synergy server. It's in favor of them. Ooh. Unfortunate. Synergy finding the wins off of these little 50s. Drad a little bit too slow. Probably thought they had more time. Tricky coming out of nowhere, getting that off the nose of Drad's car. Gonna find their way, putting them up by 3. Charlie off the corner. Pass out to Ben. Drad getting... Very interesting what's going on. And you could definitely see some of the lag here and there. Nice flip. Made it a little bit weird, and Charlie is Gonna leave it for Drad to go up. Pass over to Charlie. Gets a bounce over both players of Synergy. Passed out to the mid. Drad's not there. It's gonna wait backfield. He's at his teammates rotating. Is gonna go up for this. Or at least wait for it to come back down with a nice 50. Charlie. Now coming over. Bin with the back pass. Leaving it for Tricky, but may get challenged. Nice demo. Opens it up. A double demo opens up a better chance for a net, and they're going to find an easy way out. Synergy definitely stepping up from what happened in last game. They were able to get 1 point, but that was about all the points they could put on the board at that game. Now they're finding more than they did last. Drad with the 50. Tricky's gonna get it over to the wall. Tries to 50 out Charlie, but Charlie's a little bit too smart. Nice 50 out. Tricky up high, looking to put it off the backboard. No one's there from midfield. Ben was already rotating for the boost. Charlie unable to put that one in the net, and Tricky with the nice backwards touch to get it over to the blue half. Wow. Drad unable to find the demo. Demos are not in favors of what they are. Tried to get a second one. Couldn't do that one either. 50 out. Ben now in charge of this ball. Goes up to try to pass it mid, but gets no touch. Now back pass to Tricky. Tricky over to Ben. A nice touch down. Tries to get another one. Does so. Here comes Tricky with the shot on target. Gonna find their way in and dominating this game. Definitely. I'm pretty sure it is quite literally just the fact of server home advantage. A nice redirect down, finds the inside corner of the post. Charlie with the nice clear. Drad getting there in time and putting it straight into the net. Always blame the ping. For real though. Oh, cool Charlie. Hoping they could find the slaughter of a double tap. Just couldn't find an angle to get it in. Drad somehow getting demoed off of that. And Cool Charlie's going to find a goal. This could be the comeback range. 5 zeros have been still in comeback range within a minute. And Smang looking to make that happen in this game as they figure out where their ping's at. Getting a nice steam. Playing it hard. Up to the wall. Drad off to the backboard. Ben not going up for it. Charlie's going to make a shot on target. Top left. Here it is. Comeback of the century. Can it happen? Beautiful placement. Gets it off the post, and Ben unable to pinch it out of the net. Good attempt by Ben. And a 50 out to Cool Charlie. Gets it onto the net. Tries to bump away. Pass out. Gets one more. Can't find the net. He's going to take the boost instead. Drad don't need no boost as he gets a Spawnus. Pass out. Charlie with the back flip to get it around. Drad decide to bump Binou, and Binou's going to find the net in retaliation. It's a beautiful attempt to try to throw out the defender, Binou, but it put him in the exact spot where the ball was going to be after Tricky finds a nice pass out to the mid. If Charlie got the 50 on that ball, it would have been over for Synergy. Now they're holding on by a thread. Smang unable to find more goals in the time that they have left. Maybe one more for the road, and they're not going to do it. Into game 3 we go. DFH Stadium on the West servers. Tricky getting a nice kickoff. Cool Charlie messing up. Drad's gonna find the bump. Binou gets the 50 away. Now Drad in control. Gets beat to the ball by Tricky. Now with a nice dribble. Gets a 45. Or a 90. I don't know. You could correct me if you want to, chat. Clear out. Charlie off the wall. Goes for one more. Decides to leave it for Drad, but Drad does not go for it. Nope, probably would have been dangerous. They did. Drad with the clear away. Tricky up, trying to stop it over to the wall. Gives Drad an opportunity to pick some boost, but Tricky just too quick. No boost in the dream. Finds the bump. Drad now in control of the ball, leaving Binou last man, getting dribbled over to the left side of his guard. It was a good attempt by Binou. Just couldn't find where Drad was going to go. Reverse aerial to flick it away just over the nose of the car. Couldn't get it. Very good attempt. High flaw. Tricky with a nice pass out to the wall. Either trying to shoot it or giving over to Ben, but couldn't find it more centered than they wanted. Charlie looking for a pinch. Gets it off the wall for Drad, who goes for another air dribble. Tries to flip reset 50 it, but it doesn't go in favor of any of the teams. Off the wall it goes. Binou looking to clear it away. Now a catch. Charlie. Pass out to Drad. Drad with the shot, but can't get it. Tricky. Either Drad missed it. Tricky got it before and got the 50. Beautiful pressure from Tricky. Low boost, though. Charlie, a pass over to Drad. Not good enough. Gets the demo. Beautiful demo. Either was trying to redirect it or just went to player cam, saw that there was a last man defender, and said, die. This is, of course, in favor of Smang, as this is their server. Both Charlie and Drad play in the western side of America. But it looks like another open net. It's going to give Tricky one on the board. Not scoring as many goals as they were from the first game, but Smang definitely holding off and showing that they have some aggression. Tricky doing that more than Ben. Ben seems to be that third man or that second man of any team that you would want. But when aggression is needed, they're able to pull it out. Start firing away. And there it is. Beautiful pass from Tricky. Charlie getting dusted to that ball. Drad not getting the touch or the read on the ball that they wanted. And Ben's just going to get a nice pop over to the top right. I yawned for 2 seconds. Drad getting 50'd on the goal line. Beautiful attempt. Drad probably thought it was going to go behind him and got the cut. Now they're up by 1. Home field advantage not working so well this game. That's what I'm saying. Nice touch out to the mid. Drad looking for a shot. Getting blocked by Ben. It wouldn't have gone to the crossbar. Anywho. Now Drad trying to put some pressure on it. Makes it harder for Charlie to save as Tricky finds the flick over. It was a bad touch. Unfortunate. Not enough power to keep it away from Tricky. He's going to find the bottom right of the net. It's looking like Synergy's holding out strong. Making a fantastic comeback as I get pinged on someone else's chat. Just you, but that was ages ago, though. And I didn't even see it in the chat, so I don't know where it's at. Make me some, too. Ben with the clear out. Charlie missing the ball, and Drad able to get the touch, and a nice bump from Charlie. Opens it up for Drad, who's going to get demoed. Now Tricky making some pressure. Pass over to Ben. A shot on net. Never mind, a shot on wall. And a nice flick over Tricky to put them in 1 goal distance of a tie game. Charlie has got some flicks in their books. A nice 45 to get it in. Out to the mid, Tricky with the ball. This game is not making me sleepy. I'm just tired. I don't know why. What a touch! Ben getting the nice ground-to-air dribble. It's not a very good ground-to-air dribble, but does get the read off the corner. That should have gone out definitely or over their head, but decides to bounce down low. They get the touch in, and now it's a 2-goal game. Nobody going for that ball, leaving it for Ben to dribble. And Drad's going to challenge early. And Drad's going to find a top right slaughter. Tricky getting caught off guard. Looks like they may not had enough boost. No, they had full boost. Just didn't know where it was going to go. They get caught lacking. That's going to put it back in 1-goal game. Are you on crack? Fair. Try it. A 50 from Drad to get some pressure on it. Charlie off the wall. Drad's going to send it down the net. Tricky with the clear. Not enough boost as Charlie's going to beat them to it. A nice little slow air dribble. Trying to get it top left, but 50'd away. Either that it was pinched. Nice challenge on that ball. Charlie with the shot on target. Tricky with the save. Nice 50 over to the wall. Drad looking to get it, but Tricky missing the touch allows them to take some time. This is the 10-second final. They're both in net. Trying to do whatever it takes to keep it out. Drad needs to get to the ball to keep it to go to game 4. Synergy is going to take away the home field advantage servers. Why is this best of 7? There we go. Cool Charlie can't get the flick. It gets popped away from their car. Beautiful turn from Drad. Tricky already quickly on it. And a 50 out. Drad, not enough boost in the tank to want to go for that risky play. They're going to find 1 goal on the road. Maybe they can make a comeback. Thought it was best of 7? No, it was agreed upon best of 5. I just didn't change it. The last game I did was best of 7. And that was for NA Octanes. Beautiful shot high, blocked by Drad. I'm gonna start a yawn counter, I swear to God. A flick over, and Cool Charlie is going to let it roll in. See you later, Chip. This is match point game for Synergy. If not match point game, this could be all be all. And pull up into the Rocket League game. I can't pull up spectator, so I don't know what server we're on. US East, just to make sure. No UAQ bean. Got him. That's off the wall. Charlie looking to 50 it away. Tricky taking it back to their own half. Very smart thing to do. Dread now in control. Gets the 50. Charlie's going to take advantage of the 50. Kicking it over to the wall. Getting one more touch. Getting a bump instead. Throwing off Binou. Now off the wall. Drad looking to double touch this. Or Charlie's just going to put it to the right side. Now they're up by 3. What a major comeback. Nice slowdown from Charlie to realize where that ball was going to go. Gets the 50 on Bin. On East servers. And it goes into the net. Beautiful read by Charlie to let them challenge early. Flipping away. Probably thought it was just going to be hit to the corner. And it gets 50'd into their own net. Now a pitch off the wall. Bin not having enough boost to go for that. Leaves it for Charlie to bang it down the field. Looking for one more touch. Gets a flip reset over to the left side. Making a fantastic comeback within the first 2 minutes of the game. Absolute astonishing from both plays. These score lines, they are definitely weird. It's strange how the home field advantage is not playing a part for both teams in the middle half of this series. Drat almost getting a nice touch into the net, but Tricky able to save it. Drat up in the air, getting it off the wall. Binou reads it, clears that backboard, and Charlie's going to find the outside of the net. Charlie's going to clear it away, getting a bounce away. Tricky losing control of that ball. Gets a flip reset, tries to get one more mid, almost gets it in on his own. And Ben finding the demo. Was it a smart enough demo as Charlie gets the 50? Opening up for Drad to take a shot on the net. Synergy lacking as Ben takes that awkward. It was definitely a pressure reliever. But it ended up in a 50 that allowed Drad to come back with full boost, put it in the bottom right game. How have the games gone so far? Well, Smang took game 1. Synergy took game 2 and 3. And the way the style of how this is going is it's west, east, west, east, west. That's the servers that we're playing on. We're currently on east servers, as agreed upon by both teams. It is a show match between Synergy and Drad and his teammate, who have named themselves Smang. Definitely a lot of good plays for both teams so far. So it is very hard to tell where we're going to go in this game as they find the first goal, looking for Brazil. Smang, can you do a one-way ticket for Synergy? Beautiful pass, though. Tricky finding the middle. Binou being there, just slotting it into the middle of the net. And a 50 out, Tricky. Getting a bad touch over to Drad, now off the wall. Drad looking to bump, but can't find it. Charlie off the wall, goes for a shot on net. Both Bin and Tricky up for it. Drad getting beat to that ball as it goes off the wall and around the side. Back pass to Tricky. Drad with the slower play, throwing off Tricky as he goes and wastes most of his boost just to make that play, but it may work out. Drad missing that. Cool Charlie having not enough boost, but a good pressure from Drad is going to solidify the one-way ticket to Brazil. 45 seconds remaining. Brazil! La 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 la. A fake kickoff from Drad. Gonna put another one on the board. One more for the road. Maybe a Barcy as well. All expense paid at vacation except for the ticket back. Okay, wise guy. Out to the mid it goes. Drad with the 50. Popped high by Tricky. Now 10 seconds on the clock remaining. Doesn't look like a Barcy's gonna happen this game, but it could happen every other game. Been making some pressure off the wall, still up. Charlie's gonna make a play on that. Drad coming up to keep it up in the air, but they're not gonna take it. Tie game. We're gonna play it off. We're gonna play it off. So this is DFH Stadium for Champions Field. Bro, I didn't even do Utopia Coliseum. So we played DFH Stadium for 2 games. Charlie with the clear out. Drad gonna take their time with the catch over to the wall. Low boost, air dribble, gets the flip reset. He's gonna try to musty, but no flip in the tank. Getting 50'd as Cool Charlie gets the advantage of that. Pass out to the mid. Drad there for the shot. Top right. Ben unable to get it cleared. Bad for them. A nice flip to get to the ball. Nice flip reset. Tricky back touch. Drad with the shot. High. Charlie a little bit too far away from that play has been. Trying to get it over. Charlie making some very aggressive plays. Now, shot over to the left side. Bounces off the crossbar and in. Tricky. Unable to get up high enough to save that ball. Knew it was coming in. Just couldn't get to it. Daddy Draddy on the field. All we need for him to do is make some dad jokes and his name makes sense. Missed touch. Ben trying to get another 50 into the net. Tricky with the shot on target. It goes a little bit wide. Draddy's going to save it away. Ooh, almost gets the bump. Couldn't find it. Probably had no boost in that tank. I do not see the boost meters on my screen except for when they switch away. And then in that case, I'm not even paying attention to it. Drad with the bump. Throws off Binou with low boost, leaving Tricky by themselves. Is now Charlie. He's going to wait for Binou to clear that over to him. Does so. Now to the backboard. Cleared away. Drad with the light touch. Tries to get one more. And here comes Charlie with the power shot into the net. He had no boost. All right. Thank you. Thank you. The pass was looking great for real. Binou with the dribble tries to get a power shot. Drad reading exactly where it's going to go. Get there in time. Another save by Drad. Not getting the save points for some reason, even though that was on target. A flick over one. Drad trying to get it in the net. It's going to go off the wall. Charlie's going to leave it. So we're going to get beat to that play. Tricky. 50ing away. Now bounced out to their own mid. Gets it over Ben. Tries to go for the 50. Tricky getting a little bit of a touch to keep it from going straight to the net. And now a shot on target up under the crossbar. Tricky once again. Low boost in the tank. Looks like Ben was in the net. A little bit too far back. Getting pressured by Smang it. I did add this song. Where did that come from? I did not add this song. I didn't put it on replay. So now we're just playing some random song. You guys can't hear it. I can. Trap with the pass out mid. It's a little bit too far away. Charlie. On top of Tricky, getting failed wave dashes as they get demoed. Drive with the 50. Gets the win. Not on that one, though, as it goes to the backboard. Tricky up in air. Putting one on the board. Presume that Drad was low boost on that play. Got beat to it. Probably didn't expect Tricky to go so quickly to the ball. Now Charlie picks up the 100. Drad getting the backflip to the wall. Tricky, or Drad, going up to it. Tricky getting it over Drad. Binou trying to back pass it, but gives it to Charlie. Now Tricky have been doing some funky stuff. Able to keep it away, but it's passed out to the mid. Tricky getting up in there in time. Grab with the 50. Binou with the touch out. Tricky's going to take advantage of this. Bounced off the wall. Drad now in favor of this. Going to get it off there. Tries to go for one more. Tricky with a clear. Charlie up. Nah, decides to go for a bump or a demo, but can't find Binou. Drad now jumping down really quickly. Tricky waited a little bit longer. Now it's up to the mid. Countdown to the final 10 seconds. Smang it. It's going to take one for the road. Not allowed by Tricky. They're keeping it up, and there we go. Smang it takes victory of the entire match. GG's between Smang it and Synergy. Well played from both teams. Early start from Smang it allowed them to take a victory.